this is what Hannah is buying me for Christmas, and if I don't have it for Chrissy, I'm going to write a letter to someone, anyone. She better not let me down. So if anyone that doesn't know what that is, it is a drone and takes GoPro footage from the air. So if you're visiting Melbourne, you've got to get down and check out the Docklands. Absolute stunning little section of river, and there's heaps of cafes and stuff. So yeah, just check it out. It's a beautiful little ride as well. You know, there's so much about Melbourne that I love. It has a depth of character to it. You know, the music and the food, and just there's so much diversity here in Melbourne. Just riding through the Docklands now. That was actually South Bank I was riding through, so whoops. But yeah, riding through the Docklands now. They've got a couple of great bars and whatnot over this side. But yeah, Melbourne, it's just a brilliant place. I love the trams. You know, there's just so much character. I will see you later, okay?
Have a good day.
Good day. What are you doing?
I'm working on a raw vegan meal plan thanks to my friend.
Nice. All right, make one for me.
Weekly one. Okay. Bye.
See ya, bye. All right, just caught up with Ali. Just had a vegan lunch with her. Gonna head to work now. Okay, I said in today's vlog I'd show you the last 3 laps of the St Kilda SuperCrit A grade. Here's the last 4 laps. So this is the St Kilda A grade SuperCrit. So this is the A grade. The Elite was a little bit later on in the day, so this was the rest of the guys that couldn't get into the Elite race. And I've had about 8 coffees today, so I am going to narrate this footage hardcore. So this is about 4 laps to go. You can see the bunch is strung out. I've pretty much stayed at the back the whole race, just tried to stay out of trouble. I knew it was going to be a pretty hairy sort of race because it was the SuperCrit and there was a lot of people there and there was a lot of tents. And so everyone wanted to show off and win. And so it's always, you know, these races are always contested with a little bit more enthusiasm than would normally be expressed at the races. But again, very close to the Melbourne city here in White Street, and beautiful, beautiful place to be racing a bike. So we're coming around for the 3 laps to go. This is the home straight corner, and then you've got about 250 metres to 300 metres up to the start finish line. There was no wind today, which was good. So they're under the Shimano banner there, and you can see it's quite well set up. The Shimano SuperCrit. It's once a year here in Melbourne, and it's always really well contested. It's just a great spectacle, and there was a lot of people that rocked up for the Elite race later in the day. So you can see we're all getting a bit edgy here. People are starting to try and move forward. You can see I'm starting to move forward. I was at the back of the bunch there, and just trying to sort of slowly make up some spots here. You can see the Charter Mason guy on the left here gets sort of pinched on that corner, and I had to sort of move my hips over to let him through a little bit. I met him actually this morning on my commute to work. What a legend. He's a really nice guy. So it's always good to bump into people as you're just riding around the city that you race with. You can see there's Cosdown, the Cosdown boys and the Phoenix boys, and everybody's here. Jared from the Sufferfest videos. If you haven't seen the Sufferfest videos, check them out. Great, great training videos. So all the teams here in Melbourne, if you ever wanted to pick up a kit, a Melbourne kit, I'm sure there's plenty around. And if you were visiting and wanted to take home a souvenir. So 2 laps to go, I think. Yeah, 2 laps to go. And this is where everyone really starts to get, you know, a bit edgy, and they're really trying to sort of move forward. These GoPros really aren't showing how nervous this bunch is. There's a lot of people that are sort of they're starting to hold on to the handlebars really tightly, and they're really trying to hold their position and move up. You can see the heart rate's popped up to 175 beats a minute for me. There's a couple of guys on the front just stringing this bunch out at 50 kilometers per hour, which is, not sure what it is in miles per hour, but it's fast, I can assure you. So you can see I'm just trying to stay left or right, and I'm just trying to keep moving forward. You've got to keep moving forward. That is the golden rule in these last 2 laps. You do not want to have people on the outside, so you don't want to get stuck in the middle and have people on the outside moving up on you. Okay, so you can see here we're all a bit edgy. I'm sort of very tight gap through there, and yeah, a couple of boys move up on the left-hand side there. So people are just trying to move up. You can see a bit of argy-bargy there on the right-hand side. A lot of young guys here. You know, the younger guys tend to be a little bit more risky. The older guys tend to be more of aware of their mortality. And so the older riders are a little bit more reserved, and the younger riders tend to do crazy little things. And one of the crazy little things the younger riders tend to do is they tend to pedal through corners when they shouldn't. Hence the Sate guy nearly crashed, and he didn't bring the people down behind. But what happened is those guys behind there in that crash maybe braked a little bit too hard and went down because of the pedal clipping. But anyway, let's move on. So we're down the outside here. You can see I'm trying to move forward, but I'm at max heart rate, 183 beats a minute. I'm hurting. A lot of fit boys in front of me. You know, again, I got caught in the middle there, and now I can't move down the outside, so it just makes it really hard. Then you've got guys like that on the left there moving backwards. This is a really hairy turn, final corner. You can see it was very tight through there. Guys are sprinting. The Canard guy sits up. You know, so these are all the things you've got to deal with. And at the end of the day, there was just a lot of fast young boys at the front of this bike race, and you can see 10-15 lengths there. So great race, good win by that young fella.
You can make sandwiches out here on the dance floor.
There is nothing worse than dropping your iPhone or any phone or anything and smashing the screen.
Come on, we can do it.
It really sucks. So just sitting here doing a bit of editing from the Shimano SuperCrit the other day, but little Hanny just made me some vegan nice cream. So she basically just blended up some bananas and some mango. Check this out, man. The texture of this is just perfect. It is just absolutely perfect. Anyway, I'm tucking in.